Hello and welcome back on this channel. Today we will make a different thing. Today we will not continue with the seminar. We will do a tip. This will be out of order from the seminars. This will be specially for tips, which you can also use within the seminar, but they are maybe a bit more advanced. Okay, so we have been working with images, and here we can see now here our image with the three people on the boat. And this image, if you are looking for it, we can see that this image has a size of 900 by 500, which is coming from the croppable image module. And the only thing which making it bigger or wider, much more narrow, is the image fluid class. So if we will now go to different sites, let's say we go for this sites, just the CSS is changing this image. So if we look for it, it's 900 by 500, even if the size is much smaller. You can also check it here with let's say we want to look for iPhone, and we will see it is still 900 by 500. Even if the size which will be displayed is 327 by 181. So what can we do about this? Because this means that phones have to a longer loading time for this image, which also means more data consume and longer loading time, and we want to have it faster. I have been using a self-made solution for this for a long time, but I found lastly a module which can do the same. I have never used this in a real project, but I have looked for it and it looks very good, and I think I will use this in next projects. Okay, without further ado, let's go into it. We have to go to our ProcessWire page here, and then we can look for download modules. And the name of the module is Markup Force Set. So when you come first time to this site, it looks not very promising because it's showing nothing. You have to go for documentation, and then you can see, okay, there's also documentation. But first we want to install it. So I'm copying this class name. Then we can go back to ProcessWire, we go to modules, here we go to site, add new. And here we will paste the name of the module class, and we can install it now. Install now. Okay, done. Here comes the checkbox, load scripts. Please let it checked. Okay. Now we can see, of course, no change. Let's go back to the documentation for this. So the documentation is coming that you have to use this image source set. And it also gives you different sizes. You want to go for, let's say, this approach here. And I will explain it then step by step what we are doing here. Good. So we can just copy and paste this here. And we can take it now to our code. Here we will do the following. We have here our image. We will get rid of this very soon. I will say I have an image, and the image is page block image. Good. And now we can say, let's do it for, let's use a cropped for this. So we will have already the right the right thing out of the image log listing. So this will give us back the object which is already cropped. Good. Now I will go back to this place and we can paste the thing we have taken from the documentation. And here we can see now the following thing. It is using our image we have gotten from here. Then it is using the source set function, which is coming from this module we have just installed, and we have sizes like 200 by 300, 500 by 750, and 3 times as big as the original. Then we have a source which is empty, and we have data sizes which are auto, and we have a class of lazy load, so means that everything which is loaded from this has also or should also have the lazy load functionality. And we can also add our image fluid class to this. Good. Let's get rid of this line and let's check what will happen. So what we can see now is that the size has changed to 500 by 750. This is not so nice. Okay, so let's change the sizes a bit. This is just the example we got. Let's change it, for example, to 270 by 150. And the bigger one we will do to 675 and 375. And this will be 2 times. Okay. Now we can see it's looking much better. And if we look now here for the picture, we can see that we will now have a size of, where is it? We have to look for the 3 dots here. And we can see now it's 832 by 462, which means it will be automatically rendered for the right size. This is all be done by the module. So we go to this size and we look now again. We go to the 3 dots at 712. Everything is very much automatically. And the browser has to load the right size and not the bigger size. Good. Sometimes it might not work until you reload it. But normally nobody is resizing the browser like this. Okay, so what else has to be considered? If you look here in this, we also have to, we have used this lazy load data size auto here. For this we also have to add this CSS. I think maybe this might solve our problem. Let's just add here hard-coded style and let's check it again. We will reload the page, we will resize it. Let's see if it's again occur. No, now it's working the way it should work. So this small thing has changed the behavior. Okay. There are much more options to consider about. I don't want to go into any of them. The only thing where you can maybe look for is the original where everything was taken from. And this is, you can find this here. No worries, I will give you all the links. The module was, as far as I'm informed, they have taken this as an example and then they have built everything on top of this. So as you can see, it was not too hard to build this, and this will give you very fast page loading and everything else. Okay, stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to be informed about new posts, whether it is a seminar or just tips out of order, just hit the bell button. Okay, bye bye for now.